welcome back to GTTV. Now, one of my most anticipated games this year is The Last of Us from Naughty Dog. We unveiled it at the VGAs a few years ago, and now we're going to head up to Montreal with Daniel Kaiser for a Science of Games on The Last of Us.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
Hey everyone, this is Daniel Kaiser here in Montreal exploring the science of video games. And today I've got Philippe here from Thwack to talk about The Last of Us. Obviously, this is one of the biggest games in the industry right now, and it centers around the concept of this fungal infection that infiltrates human beings' minds and basically turns them into very dangerous and crazy beings. Is there anything like that that exists in the real world that we should be conscientious of?
Well, maybe not with cordyceps. Cordyceps has been around for more than 40 million years, and they basically infect insects or other arthropods. But there are many other parasites that do actually manipulate their host behavior. For the humans, there are some parasites that might change our behavior. One of them is Toxoplasma gondii, which is a parasite that infects as an intermediate host rats and mice, and they do very crazy things to these rats. For example, they alter their behavior, which is naturally to be repelled by cat smell. They make them look for cat smell, so they will approach more often cats. Also, they make them more risk prone and hang around open areas and be much more active, therefore increasing the risk of being attacked by a cat. Interestingly, with Toxoplasma gondii is that it infects humans too. They make males, at least, to be more aggressive, more risk-prone, and have slower reaction times. So they also increase our likelihood of having accidents.
Guess they took the easy way out, huh?
It ain't easy. Trust me.
Also, it has been said that it might actually not be a totally dead end, because in some women, they make them want more to have cats, and they become this kind of crazy cat lady that has like 20 cats, and they could also have the disease and spread it more.
We obviously don't have anything to identify as affecting humans on that same level, but it's very rational to think that something could exist, or that something could become known that might actually impact us in that same way. Is that right?
It's unlikely to happen with cordyceps, at least. And being a fungi, I think it will be much more interesting if the transmission mode would be to produce spores, as it happens with cordyceps. So what you will be seeing is not zombie humans attacking other humans, but just zombie humans climbing to a high skyscraper and letting the spores fly.
Yeah.
All right, well, we appreciate your insight very much into The Last of Us. For the latest on the science of games, you can head online to GameTrailers.com.
On the field of battle, communication is king, and issuing commands to your team can be the difference between victory or defeat. Today, we ask the question, do team tactics used online in today's top military shooters translate to a real-life battlefield? Find out as SaberOps puts us to the test with the Combat Facts.
What's up, everyone? Daniel Kaiser here at the Combat Facts range north of Los Angeles, and today we're taking on team tactics. To help me do that, we've got Mike from KWA and, of course, David B. Johnson from SaberOps. David, tell everybody at home what we are doing out here today.
Today we're going to play a game of Capture the Flag with 2 teams of 3. And what's kind of neat about today's game is we're going to let you and Rohan, our producer, be the team captains. So we're going to have 2 guys who have no military training be in charge of a bunch of guys who have military training.
Man, you guys look serious over there.
So what's going to be neat about this is, even though I may see something's wrong, I'm not going to move until you tell me to go. So our fate is pretty much in your hands.
Sorry about that. Now, Mike, tell us a little bit about the weapons we're using. We're using airsoft today. Right. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, what these are the KWA professional training products, and these are actively used by law enforcement military for realistic training. Now, they operate just like the real thing, however, they shoot 6mm polymer BBs. The great thing about these is that they cycle realistically, and you can still customize them as you would your actual duty weapon, because what we believe is how you train is how you fight. So we want to make everything as realistic as possible, but yet cost effective.
Does it hurt? How much does it hurt?
Well, it'll definitely make you duck as soon as you get hit, and probably make you yelp a little bit.
All right, Mike, thanks so much for your information. We're getting ready to start the game. We're going to get our teams together, so check back later in the show to see who won.
3, 2, 1.
Coming up after the break, Combat Facts goes to the field to test team tactics in a real-life capture the flag match. Plus, Mega 64 takes on Rage Quitting with some interesting results.